Hi to all School Notices followers, and we're going to talk about some fragrances, some really lovely fragrances to wear in the summertime. And I thought I'd choose a combination of unusual scents that maybe you haven't smelt before, because I do feel that there's I sort of feel that there's been a lot of things like Le Labo, there's a lot of new, quite niche brands, which I think is interesting to flag up because they are just beautiful. First of these, it's not a new brand, but it was new to me, and it's newish to the UK. It's the Merchant of Venice. I didn't realise that fragrance actually originated in Venice even before Grasse in France. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But these are single note scents, which is their latest development. They are absolutely beautiful. The heritage of the brand is gorgeous too. It's a beautiful Venetian palazzo, which there is a museum you can visit. The one that I've fallen in love with is the Bergamot. It is so fresh, zesty and energizing for the summer that, oh God, instantly transported on holiday, even if you aren't on holiday. So there are many different of these single notes. I love the Bergamot, and I also love the Saffron, which I think are quite a little bit unusual, not too sweet, and just very chic. Another new brand, a British brand this time, to the fairest, absolutely beautiful. The Rebecca, who's behind this brand, was inspired by Greek mythology. She's worked in a lot of vintage clothing, and this is her first scent, Cecile. It's absolutely beautiful and has that 70s-y suntan lotion, sort of ombre solaire, warm summer skin feel to it. I mean, a lot of her scents were inspired by Greek mythology, which I love hearing what has inspired people with fragrance. And so I just think it's an interesting new brand. Cecile is really that very sexy, warm skin smell. And again, quite new, and no one really, I don't think, is going to know about that one. A further beautiful British brand, a little bit sort of, this I would say is more classical, Cochin. This is sold at Les Senteurs, that marvellous emporium for fragrance just tucked away behind Sloane Square. And these really do take you on holiday, even if you're not on holiday. My favourite is this one. It's the Tuberose and Wild Fig, and it is absolutely, it's such a classical, clean, elegant fragrance. By the way, none of these fragrances sort of hit you in the face. They're much more like a chiffon scarf that you would wrap around yourself, I guess, in a way, which I think for summertime is really lovely. I don't think the power fragrances are really what we need right now. The Wild Fig and Tuberose, goodness me, it is a really green fig. It's a really fresh, mouth-watering scent, which I just think, I don't like anything too cloying. This makes me feel that I'm walking down a lovely hillside, maybe crunching on some wet grass, and there are fig trees in the background. It's really beautiful, and it's quite woody and spicy at the same time. There are lots of different ones in this Cochin label, so I think it's a nice, interesting one to have a look at. On a real classical front now, I think it's hard to beat Bulgari for summer scents. And if you like rose, I love rose, but this is sort of like rose, how you haven't smelled it before. A little bit more powdery. This is their latest offering. It's the Rose Goldea Blossom Delight. As I say, a very powdery scent of summertime on the skin, which unmistakably, it's sort of got that expensive-y chicness to it as well, which I think is gorgeous, and the staying power of a Bulgari fragrance, which in the summertime is also useful. And then last but by no means least, I just wanted to mention Roger and Gallet. Obviously, I think loads of people are really familiar with their beautiful soaps, but what I don't think many people realise is they have wonderful noses who have also created fragrances for Roger and Gallet, and they're so reasonably priced. There's a new one, a new Neroli one, which maybe fans of Tom Ford, the Eau de Portofino, would be well worth having a look at, because it's a total snip of the price of a Tom Ford. And as I say, the Roger and Gallet perfumers they use top-end perfumers really to create a beautiful scent for a fraction of the price, which I think is quite useful to note, really. So that's my summer fragrance blockbusters. And I hope you've enjoyed some of those new ones. I think it's fun to sort of, when there are some lovely new things that are beautiful, it's nice to explore. So hope that was interesting. Any questions or comments, do let me know. And have a gorgeous summer. And I will see you back in September. Bye-bye.